Today marks a difficult day for Mainers across the state. It's been exactly 1 year since the shootings in Lewiston that took the lives of 18 people and injured many others at Just-in-Time Recreation and Schmenge's Bar and Grill.
First tonight, we will hear from one of the many Mainers who lost a loved one that night. Leroy Walker's son, Joe, was killed at Schmenge's Bar and Grill. Leroy became pretty vocal immediately after. He told us his goal was to get his son's name and story out there to as many people as possible. We first spoke with Leroy 1 year ago when he had not yet heard if Joe was okay, but said he had a gut feeling he wasn't.
And I don't know, telling you the truth, what kind of night this is going to be from now until tomorrow when I wake up to the true facts that my son is dead, and I know he's dead. I know it as well as I know. I'm standing here telling you because he's not here and he's not at any other hospital and he's not running the streets, so he would have called us because he manages Schmenge's. So I know he was there.
Again, that was from 1 year ago tonight. News Center Maine's Lee Goldberg sat down with Leroy recently to check in with him.
We want to share with you some of that conversation.
So when people ask you, how you doing? How do you respond to something like that?
That's probably one of the hardest things to respond to, because your heart is broken and you really can't tell them that your heart is broken. You can't explain to them what you mean by that unless you walked in my shoes. But the heart is broken every day, and that's the hard part to explain to people. We know we're coming close to that 1 year, and people say things get easier. That's absolutely not true. They don't get easier, they get harder.
You said something to the effect of you were going to have a hard time hating the person responsible because of your faith and your belief. And almost a year has gone by, and you've learned more, and you've seen more, and you've understood more. Is that still how you feel?
I don't hate Mr. Card. I don't hate him. I've learned a lot since then. I was absolutely right that night when I said, there's something wrong with that man. We do not go out and we don't do the things that he did unless there's something wrong. I don't hate him. I don't hate his family. And I think we've pretty much proven that the military did not do their job taking care of him with his sickness. They knew, talking to them and listening to everything that they've said, they knew this man was going off the deep end, and they didn't take care of him. So I don't hate them for that, but I'm so sorry that this man was forgotten and pushed off to the side. And then he went and did what he did.
I'm old and I'm from here, so I can speak for a lot of people, the ones who you know firsthand, the ones who you've never heard of and you're probably never going to meet. There isn't a single person out here in our state that's not tremendously sorry for your loss and your sacrifice. And I want you to know that the entire state has been and will always be with you and your family.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, and I've got thousands of letters, thousands from all over the United States. Some of them told me their life stories and said, we've left the Lord and you have brought us back to the Lord. So maybe that's my answer from the Lord with Joey. I don't know yet because it just hasn't connected yet, but I can tell you that I'm not fibbing you in any way. I have had cards sent to me. I have had phone calls. You have inspired us to believe in the Lord and go back and read our Bibles. I've had everything said to me and wrote to me. So if anything, Joey, I guess, fed that through Jesus Christ and to me, that something good has come out of it. Even though we've all got broken hearts and we won't see each other again until it's, I guess, my day to go to heaven.
That was Leroy Walker talking with our Lee Goldberg.